this.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the 10-yard fight. I'm Coach KK. This is the gun wide spread scheme. This is volume 21, part 8. All right, guys, my apologies for the millionth time. Sorry for the wait. You guys are always on my mind. Work-life balance has its way of taking toll and just dominating. So you guys are always on my mind, and I always like to get stuff out to you guys like this. So Coach KK, he comes around. You know, he ain't going to forget about you. Let's get this party started. You can see right here, there's your play call sheet. The top formations are your 2x2 sets, and the bottom formations are the same thing, but they have a similar wrinkle to it. One of your receivers goes to the backfield, which is the wide receiver. He goes to the backfield, and he serves as a fullback. Okay, you can see right here, we're coming out in a spread set, 2x2, and you can do what's called a formation shift. Okay, so you can see your wide receiver, he just went to the backfield, and the play call is RPO, read, Y flat. The attention is in the backfield. We get to the flat, touchdown. All right. Look at the scenario right here. This is versus Texas on the road. Fourth quarter, minute left. He's low on timeouts. A first down wins the game. We're going to formation shift from a 2x2 set into the gun wide slot right. The attention is in the backfield because you have two people back there, and we slide Y on a flat route to get 15 yards in the air. First down, game over. Okay, look at this scenario. So you can see right here, we like to start off in a 2x2 set because this spreads everything out. It's like a shift. They do this all the time in real life. This is strategizing right here. And we will actually call a play from that original spread set, you know, but initially we want to shift and move some pieces around and get him misaligned, you know, and have some misdirection in there. That's what it's all about. Just throwing the user off. You can see right here, once again, I do this. This is what I do. I start off in the spread set, and then I know I'm going to shift to the wide slot right or the wide slot left weak, right? Look at the attention in the backfield. It's an I formation type of look. And we do have running plays like that. That's not RPO. And there's solely halfback base, halfback power. We have halfback counter. We have lead dives. You name it. We can run that ball with the running back. And like I say, that wide receiver serves as a fullback. So you can see it right here. It's a 2x2 set. I wish I could have threw the X right then on like a smoke screen. I didn't have any audibles. So we're going to the little running looking concept and wide open. Now, you're not going to get this all the time like this. This is not going to be all the time. This takes some practice, and you're going to have to take some L's. Look at this right here. You don't always have to run with the running back or throw to the flat man. You can also read the keys with the read defender and get around that corner and get on and get some yards. We only needed 1 yard, and we got a whole plethora of yards. Touchdown. You can see the read defender crashed in, so we pulled out and ran around the corner. All right. So this play is 3 plays into 1. Sometimes I don't even worry about the flat man. I just turn it into a simple read option, you know, depending on the scenario. Look at this once again. Coming out in the spread set. This is a formation shift. Now his eyes is really in the backfield because it looks like an I formation, right? Everybody's in the backfield and this man wide open. You got to love it. Here he goes. You don't always have to start off in the spread set. Sometimes you have to mean well and just be dead serious and just be uncompromising, right? Look at the scenario, 21-14. I got to get in the end zone. We're on the road versus Michigan. We need 1 yard. Once again, his eyes is in the backfield, and we're wide open in the flat. See, that flat man sneaks out the backfield very well. You know, he's the last person that you think is going to get the ball. So if you didn't know in football, they count the field as this. Your X receiver is on the far left. Then they skip over to the Y. He's a tight end. Then next to him is the Z receiver. And after that comes the slot man, or you can call him F. Then in the backfield, he's the H. That's how they count it. So right here, we're utilizing the Y receiver which means that slot man turns into an S. But that's neither here or there. You can see the user read that properly. So I don't know if this game was a long time ago. I'm not sure if I've done the play 2 times already at least, and he was on it, or he know that play, or, he's playing with Colorado. So they have a lot of stuff like that in their book. Look at this right here. We flipped everything over. This is a new play. This is RPO read Y flat again, but it's coming from another set, which is the wide slot left weak. Look at that user out here dancing. Look at that. Left, right, left, right, left. Look at, he went left, he went right, he went left, he went right, he went left. Golly, man. All in a 2-second span. Usually a play lasts 2 seconds, about 2 seconds, but by the time you throw the ball. All right. Same game later on that day. We still coming out here with this crazy stuff, and he's still looking into the backfield. So this is very fun when you have a strategy and you play with a rhythm in your play calling. It's halftime. Guys, hit that like button. That would be gladly appreciated. It lets me know that you're still here and focused and watching, and this stuff means something to you. Next play, RPO read Y flat, but it's coming from the gun, wide, slot, left, weak. You can see everything. It's gun, it's wide, it's a slot left, and it's weak in the backfield now. That's the difference between the other formation. Look at this right here. All we need is a first down, and we win the game. We're versus Georgia. He's low on timeouts, and we just hit the jackpot. Man, that got to be the same feeling that of a lottery winner who wins $1 million. You're here to win $50 or $100 today, and then boom, you hit the jackpot. You win it all. You never even knew you was gonna win that day. It didn't even cross your mind. Of course, you're here ultimately to get the end goal, but all we needed was 3 yards, and we win the game. You can see that was a tight game. It was 10-3 at the time, so everything was accounted for all game long. And we used that blocker very well. That was user skills. After I caught the ball, 65 yards after catch, and the race is on. This guy's at 82 speed. And look every bit of a 90 because he was in stride. See, that's another thing. You got to throw that ball in stride. Look at that, 82 speed. And for anybody who do like DraftKings and Prize Picks and Hard Rock and stuff, you wonder why you lose sometime because it's the people you don't think about that be getting the ball. The offenses and the coaches be scheming around the unknown people. Like you'll have like the main receiver for Kansas City on your list, on your ticket, but then the backup tight end Noah Gray scores all the touchdowns that day. Just like this, because nobody thought he was getting the ball. Look at that. Get off me. Get off me. No, get off me. I'm out of here. Just like that. So, yeah. And you'll wonder why you picked all the main receivers and they ain't getting fantasy points. But then this guy come out of nowhere because nobody thought he was going to be involved in the play. So for those people who win those tickets on a nightly basis, they know how to think outside the box. First down won the game right there. Here we go again. First down keeps us alive this time. It's 4th down and 4, fourth quarter, 144. This time, I want to, and it's a tight game too, I'm going to do something slick. I'm going to move my receiver in motion, bring him inside closer because I want to give him the misleading impression that we're running the ball or we're doing something over there to the right side. We're trying to make him think that we're trying to set the edge or something like that with that receiver. And all we needed him, we don't know who the user is. We just want him to take some steps towards the running back. And you can see back there, he's the safety. Look, he's going to the right. And by the time he made a break on the ball, we had much separation because he was responsible for that guy. And that's doing the little things right. You got to take people out the equation. This is what I mean right here. Look at this game here. First down wins the game. He's low on timeouts. He won't be able to stop the clock every down if we get a first down, right? But this guy right here, he knew the play. Now, I'm pretty sure in the fourth quarter, I done this play 2 or 3 times. That's how he was able to go exactly to my man. So you can see he went around the trash. He didn't get caught up in the blocks. And he went straight to my guy. So that means I've done that play 2 or 3 times. And luckily, that's a tight end. Big body out there on the outside. First down, game over. We kicked the field goal and won the game. All right, here we go. We want to get the attention in the backfield, right? Wide slot left weak. RPO weed wide flat. Touchdown. Didn't have to hand it off. Didn't have to throw to the flat man. We had to read the keys. And you know, in the goal line, you're going to be more serious because you don't want to throw a pick, right? So I'm more, you know, look at the guy right there. He's in there. He's in the keys, right? And look how he just used the switch stick and flicked over to get an interception on triangle. That was some instincts right there. That was some awareness. I must have did the play. It's the fourth quarter, so he's seen the play a couple of times. But that play is like 3 plays into one. So he can't key in on everything, right? So, yeah, that's what I like about this. Look at him. He want to go out there on the outside. Well, these guys are funny, man. When you scheming properly, and like I said, you in a rhythm, you won't be able to be stopped. You're going to make less mistakes. Look at the scenario. College football playoffs. Ohio State. 3rd and 6. First drive of the game. I'm willing to kick a field goal, which means I don't want to risk throwing the ball in the end zone. I'll throw behind the line of scrimmage, though. That's less risk. And it still resulted in a touchdown. All right, guys. That's my Cash App right there. Catfish424 with a K if you want to put something in the tip jar or send your boy some lunch money. That would be appreciated. Other than that, hit that like button for me. Got to hit the like button, y'all. Got to hit the like button. Thank you in advance. Here we go again. Georgia boys in the red zone, 3rd down, going to halftime. Now, look at the scenario. I don't have to throw the ball. I can kick the field goal. I know I'm saying that, but there was times where I didn't show in the video that I had to settle and kick the field goal. Don't want to force it. It was just wide open out there. You know, I'm not going to throw that ball if I see anything suspicious. I'm just going to run it or hand it off, right? And ended up getting the touchdown, getting the whole thing. All right. You guys can do this play as well. Look at this right here. No touchdowns have been scored. It's 0-0 under 1 minute in the game versus Tennessee. Very defensive. RPO, read Y flat. Once again, everything was read properly. First touchdown of the game. 35 seconds left. Boy, it'd be some real scenarios here, boy. And I got some more of this stuff coming from different sets, different RPO type of stuff coming right behind this video. So stay tuned to that. That was funny right there, boy. So let's look at this. Let's throw a wrinkle in the game. This time it's going to be wide slot right weak. This difference is the slot man gets to run a bubble route versus us being on the left where he have to serve as a lead blocker for the wide flat man. Touchdown. So, yeah, if you want to switch it up to the wide slot right weak, you get a bubble screen. And you can see the inverted version of this. So, shout out to the people who made these playbooks. That was pretty cool. So now he got to serve as a lead blocker for the flat man, right? Same game later on. Get off me. Get off me. No. Boy, look at the train, boy. If I was on that guy team, I'd be calling him the train. We go to practice. What's up, train? All right, y'all, let's watch these users. I'm going to stop flapping my gums. I'm out of here. I'm Coach KK. See ya.